There's a really powerful word that if you and I fully understood it, I think would change a lot of things for us. And this word is atonement. So what does it really mean? Well, at its core, atonement is about reconciliation. It's about restoring a relationship that has been broken. The Bible describes atonement literally as being at one with God. It brings us back together to God after sin had actually torn us apart. See, what I'm learning is that sin isn't just about breaking rules. It's actually about breaking our relationship with the God who created us and loves us and is the source of life. And that separation has a cost. Imagine if your lungs were cut off from oxygen, it would lead to death. Well, sin is the same way. It separates us from the spiritual eternal life that God alone can provide. And here's the problem. No matter how hard we try to fix this divide, this gap, we simply can't. The cost of sin is something we just cannot repay. And so God's perfect justice demands that sin be dealt with because it disrupts the very fabric of our creation. It's not that God is demanding payment out of some fragile need, but rather we are the ones who became indebted to sin and death, and therefore we are the ones who need to be freed. And so atonement is necessary to restore that which was broken. And so in the Old Testament, people offered sacrifices to symbolically deal with this sin. They shed the blood of animals as a temporary way of showing that sin is really serious and it needs payment. But those sacrifices couldn't fully restore the relationship between humanity and God. And that's why Jesus came. He became the ultimate sacrifice by offering himself as the perfect lamb. Jesus took on the sin of the world, and it was his death and resurrection that made us one again with God. Atonement, bringing us from death to life. See, atonement isn't about appeasing an angry God. It's about God making a way for us to be restored into right relationship with him, to experience his life. And that's what atonement means.